Good morning, SPs. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope everyone's going to have a fabulous week. And thanks everyone for coming here, for supporting me. I have some big announcements at the end of the show today, so stay tuned for that. First, I want to say my caveat. You're not going to like everyone I feature. Some of these people are genuine assholes. I'm an asshole too. We're all assholes at time. I'm not featuring necessarily the person, I'm featuring the content. I'm fascinated with cults and specifically Scientology, so if it's anti-Scientology related, it's likely going to get a feature from me, whether or not you think that person's an asshole or not. All right, so that's that's my caveat. I'm an asshole too. I'll be the first to say it. Ask Manning; he'll tell you I'm an asshole. Okay, so first I am featuring. Oh, you know what? Silly me, silly me. I gotta share the screen. That would help. I'm not set up yet. Okay. Share screen. I should say hi to everyone in chat first. I see T's here, Kathy's here, Styles here, Aphila, Cricket. I thought I saw Joe. Oh, Star for Coolio's here. Hey, Star. Haven't seen you in a while. That's why I was excited to see you just now. I saw Miriam is here. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate all the love and support you guys bring me. So, yeah, stay tuned to the end though, because there's some big announcements, guys. Don't leave early today. All right. So, first we have Aaron Smith Levin, growing up in Scientology, out protesting at Target 2 in Clearwater on Friday.
Pretty sure we're live. Guys, you heard it here first. Tom Cruise has left Scientology. He's come out here. Oh, it's cardboard Tom Cruise. Cardboard Tom Cruise has left Scientology. He is out here with us protesting downtown Clearwater at our weekly Friday afternoon.
Scrolling today, I guess. Yeah, thank you, Aaron, for the work you do protesting. I appreciate that so much. Let's play just a second more.
An anti-Scientology protest outside of Scientology's largest base in the world, downtown Clearwater, Florida, the Flag land base. Here's Mindy. Mindy was the keeper of the... Mindy.
Thank you, Mindy, for being keeper of Tom Cruise. Okay, next let's feature Tori Magoo, one of my favorites. Not, just because I realize everyone's an asshole and I feature everyone doesn't mean I still don't have my favorites. Tori Magoo is one of them. Tori Magoo is out protesting in front of Big Blue on Friday in downtown Hollywood.
Hey, here he is, the man about town. All right, let's see both of them now. Wait, I gotta get it.
She was out there with Drew. Let's see what Drew's signs say.
All right, there we go. Back up a little bit. Okay, Scientology, that weird Xenu thing, okay. And this cult hurts people. Good. Good, Drew.
Ooh, the wind calmed down.
Huh?
The wind calmed down.
Yeah. Did you get the muffin?
There's no muffin.
I thought he was going to show the other sign in his hand. Anyway, it shows I didn't watch that specific part. I kind of skip around sometimes on these streams. That is Drew out with Tori Magoo in Hollywood on Friday. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the work you do. Next, I have a clip from Farrell Cheryl at Target 1 in Clearwater.
We're always looking for Flavio Lugli to call his mom, call home. We're worried about you. Flavio, his parents haven't spoken to him in 17 years, something like that. They know his health. He has a health issue. And when you're in Scientology, you're not allowed to go to the doctor or take medicine. You have to cure everything with Scientology auditing, which doesn't work. So you get sicker and sicker, and then you die early. And what he has can cause, some pretty
This was definitely worth featuring to me, not only for the Flavio information, but for the information on how Scientology's view of seeking proper health care. Let's watch a second more.
Harsh bodily things. So, Flavio, please, we're here for you. Call your mama.
All right. Thank you, Farrell Cheryl. All right. Next, oh my God, this one made me laugh out loud, like very loudly. But Church of Scientology killed it on this one. It cracked me up. Here we go. It's David Miscavige said, "Excuse me," when I was blocking a doorway, says Elaine. So freaking funny.
Is, he's just, wow, just wow. That's the only word I can think of. Wow. I've been preparing for this testimonial for 3 weeks. And apparently, wow is what I've landed on. Professional. Very professional. Let me tell you what it's like when COB visits St. Hill. The moment we hear he's coming, and we usually get about 48 hours notice, everyone goes into what I call full panic mode. Full production mode. Full production mode.
It's really funny one. It cracked me up so much. That is Church of Scientology. Thank you. So I'm getting clips as I'm doing the show. Thank you, Peter. That looks like a good one. I'll have to try to grab it at the end. Okay. So next we have a different than Scientology, but someone who's very active in the Scientology community. I should have put it at the end when I do the other ones that are not Scientology specific. But Audit the Government, Henry went, he did a call-in to the State Bar Office in San Francisco, and I wanted to feature some of his activism because Henry does great work. Here we go.
Henri Marini, your mic has been enabled.
Good morning. I want to talk about a issue known as Marsy's Law. Under Marsy's Law, victims of crimes, especially when the victims are children, are entitled to due process whereby prosecutors follow up with the victims prior to the entering of a plea deal or simply conferring with the victims on whether the deal being on the table is okay, and to give them the opportunity before the deal is entered to submit a victim impact statement in open court and have their grievances be openly heard.
So you can see how this does tie into Scientology with the abuses they do to children and all of the behind doors deals that they do with the state. Here, let's play a little bit more.
Their wishes be openly heard and what they wish for the outcome of the case to be. Now, it is very clear Marsy's Law does not state that prosecutors have to abide by those wishes, but they must, in fact, have that hearing before the deal is entered. And when a deal is entered, the deal must be entered accurately in that it was represented before the entering of the deal. When that does not happen, we have a Jeffrey Epstein situation where basically prosecutors violate a victim's constitutional rights, and in this case for state charges, violate the California state constitution. And
I love it, Henry. I love that you're keeping them on watch and calling them out, and you do great work. Thank you so much for all the work you do in the community. I'm not going to play anymore. You'll have to go check it out on his channel. Next, I wanted to play a little bit of Eyes to See. Eyes to See puts out a lot of great content. She does a wide variety of abuse reporting, but she very specifically often does children abuses. And for that, she'll always have my heart. Here we go. Eyes to See.
Okay, you guys, this is from WW. A cult goes on trial. Scientology's practices, religious or fraudulent, by Richard Meeker, dated December 14th, 2024. Reporter Richard H. Meeker covered Julie Christopherson, versus the Church of Scientology for 6 weeks, during which he attended the civil fraud trial by day and served as WW's de facto editor at night, sometimes sleeping on the floor under his desk. The place where Meeker lived at the time was burglarized, but curiously, only his notes from the trial were missing. Equally suspicious, someone drilled a small hole in the wall between the office next door and Meeker's work area.
You know, I hate when I start these clips and then I find out it's not set to the spot where I had stopped it to watch it. I had selected a different spot, but this is a good spot too because, yeah, that's not sus at all, Scientology. Come on.
In Williamette Weeks' office on the 3rd floor of the Oregon Pioneer Building on Southwest Stark Street. His story first appeared in the July 18, 1979 edition of WW. I mean, you got to wonder what's going through these Scientologists' head when they're doing all this stuff. In the posh, futuristic head,
I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit.
In taking personality tests, an introduction to the self-styled religious group that promises personal involvement in return, personal improvement in return for large cash donations. Kind of like that Los Angeles deputy.
Pay to play, pay to play. This is a really good read through with eyes to see. Check her out and give her some support. Next, I want to play one of the big stories of the weekend, and that was Miriam. Scientology Up North did a protest in Copenhagen on Saturday, and she had a surprise visitor, guys. Let's see this.
Ah, she's there. We're in the Matrix. Look who's there. It's Monica.
Monica, and can you guys see who that is?
And Irish.
Irish Smart went all the way from Ireland to Denmark, Copenhagen, Denmark, to protest with Miriam. It was really an excellent protest. Look how beautiful Copenhagen is. Let's play a second more. Oh, and don't forget Roger. Roger's with her. Did you see that? Little Roger was burying his face in her jacket. He wasn't quite ready. He was a little camera shy. He wasn't quite ready for the cameras yet.
I hope I have some people here. Yes, there's someone here. Good. Live chat. Yes.
I'll skip ahead just a tiny bit. Find a good spot here.
Hi, Brian. See who's here. I got international guests. I have Monica here, the Danish Monica, and we also have Irish Mart, directly from
It's fun to see them in action, isn't it? You see them behind the camera so much, and then we get to see Irish in front of the camera. I should check to see if you guys could even see and hear these things. Can you hear me? I don't even know. Are the clips showing okay? I'm checking chat. See what's going on here. Looks like you all are behaving. Amy's here. Jennifer's here. Hi, guys. I think I said hi to Kathy and everyone else already. Irish is here. Oh, Irish, you're getting to see yourself. I know how much you love that. All right, let's go back to the clip. I'm assuming you can hear. Okay, T says you can. That's great. Thank you, T. Appreciate it.
Ireland. She's from Ireland.
It was a great protest. It was so good to see Irish out there, Monica out there, Miriam. They did a great job. More to come on that. Here is the same protest with Irish. Here we go.
Sure, everything is okay. Everything looks cool for now, anyway.
In case you don't know what is happening, Miriam is talking to someone, and Irish is keeping tabs on what the heck's going on here. So let's see.
Always saying that calling our lives and it's all made up. Yeah, well, Scientology is all made up. It's sci-fi. It's the ramblings of a madman. So.
If I was standing in front of a Christian church saying things against Christians, that would be okay. That would be, yeah. Because we are in Denmark. Okay. Yeah, but it is. Yeah, that's okay. You come to me. I am telling people that the church don't go there. You are already there. I know
Yeah, he's definitely. Do you know what? I've just been listening to bits of it there. He definitely is not very well, that man. He's highly deluded and he's definitely very close-minded, which is sad to see in this day and age, to see someone so close-minded. She definitely is holding her own there, all right. So he possibly is a Scientologist, which explains why he was very aggressive.
Yeah.
So all these free materials are stolen from AO.
I'm just telling.
Okay, you're not listening.
Yeah.
That's
because
you
I've
are
had enough
afraid.
lies. I've had enough lies.
Yeah, Amy, I am. I'm keeping a close eye.
Thank you, Irish, for keeping a close eye on Miriam. Miriam did hold her own, and you're right. LRH was a madman, and his work is just the ramblings of a madman. Here is the incident in question. And if you want to see a full clip of it where it's really broken down and relayed well, A Voice Down Under did a video on that. It was really good. I just didn't include it because I have so many to get through today. Here we go. Miriam, Scientology up north.
It's crazy because
Yeah.
I don't think it's true. I mean, there's so much bullshit on
Yeah. Yeah.
YouTube creators, if no one clicks your video, nothing else.
Sorry for commercial.
Not your editing, because
Samuel is actually saying he works 16 hours, 7 days a week. That's what he is saying. So, yeah, it's. If you read about it, you will.
I tell you what, because I'm a Scientologist myself. This person there is not from the church.
No, we are against it. Yeah. So you are saying you're a Scientologist.
Yeah, and I know this is all bullshit because I didn't see these things. I see people like you.
He knows it's all bullshit because he didn't see it. He didn't see it. It's like Jehovah's Witnesses. You have to have 2 witnesses or it didn't happen. Or people that accuse an abuser of the R word. Oh, I didn't see it. He never did that to me, so it didn't happen. Okay. All right.
Saying lies about my religion.
It's not lies.
To annoy and to disturb. And look, it's a very nice sunny day. And the best thing that you have to do is stand here with a bucket of Halloween and tell lies.
I'm not telling lies.
You're telling lies because you're a liar.
I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar.
Everything on the online.
No,
You believe
it's my
everything
friends.
that is in books that people write. It's
This
lies.
is the reality.
I know it's a lie.
It's not.
He tried so hard to get her riled up. He tried so hard to get her to stop, but she held her own. Let's watch a little bit more.
Not a lie.
I'm telling you.
It's not a lie. There's children
I don't know
all.
what you did that made you stand here and tell these lies.
Look up Cyril Shikay. Cyril Shikay
Yeah, but
has been
all
in the
these things,
biggest
they are liars
newspaper.
like you.
They are not liars.
It's not true. It's just people make this up.
Everyone's lying. Everyone's making everything up. Okay. Everyone. All right. Got it.
And they just look Look how ridiculous you are.
From the church.
I'm a
All here
Scientologist.
to honor L. Ron Hubbard. But how?
Yeah, he's from there. Why are you not allowed to read about Scientology online? Are you allowed to Google?
I'm telling you these lies. I read it.
Excuses for white words are
Are you allowed to Google Scientology?
Scientology said it was a lie, so it must be true.
Are you allowed to look who is Laura Anderson?
Are you allowed to read Scientology books?
Yes.
materials are now
Yes.
in language.
Do you know Balas Bogani, who was trafficked to LA?
She named person after person, case after case. They're all liars, though, guys. So don't believe anything any of these victims say. They didn't have two witnesses.
One-fifth
This is
of one ideal organ.
It's not bullshit.
and all these videos. Maybe I don't know. You make money out of it. Somebody's paying you.
No. Of course you say it's.
That's always one of their lines of defense. Is like they're paid protesters. They're paid. Like Miriam loses money on this, guys. She does not get any pay for this.
To make money.
I don't know. This
That is
this
because
is your idea of
Scientology.
fun to sit here in the street with black signs and tell lies about.
It's
I'm sure-
important for us. It's not make.
Don't have to worry about copyright strike because luckily she's playing music from Joe Bananas and Lara FM. It was great to have the music accompanying her.
Any money. She traveled from Ireland. This is her third time.
Don't make.
She is third time here. Don't go away from the camera. I'm in front of the camera.
Trying to get in front of the camera, trying to call her out on privacy violation, but he's the one trying to get in front of the camera. She's trying to block him. She handled herself really well.
It's right here. So you don't want to be in the camera. Yeah. So she's not making any money. She's used a lot of money. That's a quote. Yeah, this is Zeno. Are you clear? Because you know this is the clear company.
I'm not going to play the whole thing. You guys have to go check out her channel, check out T's breakdown, check out Irish Mart's view of the whole thing and how they handled it. They did a great job. Next, I want to play a little bit of a short. Sorry, I jump into the next one so quickly. I don't do good lead-ins, do I? Save the Garden got their 8,000 signatures and they put a celebratory music video out. I'm going to play a little of that. It's their own music. Hopefully they don't copyright strike me, but I don't think they will.
Down on Garden Avenue, where the roots run deep, stories in the pavement, voices still speak. A community once stood, full of faith and pride.
Might make me tear up. The music put to it is really touching. Great job, Save the Garden. Congratulations to you. It was a beautiful celebration. They did a live stream and I tried to get a clip from that, but it was down when I went back to find it. I was there during some of it. Next we have Trashy BMW. Sorry, Trashy V12 BMW. I was on the hunt in Chicago and stopped by Scientology. Here's a little of that.
Let's go check on Scientology. It looks like they're trying to recruit. They got their sign out. Let's see how long it takes them to close all the blinds and shut the doors. Here we are, y'all. There's a guy standing out front, looking at me all strange. He's going, what the heck is this guy doing? And now he's going back inside.
Thank you, Trashy, for keeping eyes on them. Let's watch a little bit more.
How much do we want to bet that they're going to start closing the blinds on us? Oh my goodness. There we go. Well, they haven't shut them yet. This might be the longest time they've ever left it open. Oh, they have a bunch of students in there. They look like they're going to the back door. Oh, no, they're going up inside. That's not good to see.
Hide those students. Get them out of the way. They don't want them to see that SP trashy out there.
Ma'am, just so you know, Scientology's been known to be a dangerous cult. There's been reports that they've put tons of people in massive amounts of credit card debt by using their credit information to take out credit cards in their name without their consent. They're going to try and steer you away from me because they don't want you hearing this stuff. I promise you, ma'am, it's a dangerous cult. Please be safe. Valorian Scientology is a dangerous cult, in my opinion, and it
in many people's opinion,
operates similarly to a pyramid scheme where they try and get people at the bottom to funnel as much money into the system as they can so that they can feed it to the people at the top, like David Miscavige, the leader of Scientology. And then he decides whatever they do with that, and usually that money, at least in his hands, goes towards not nice things against humans, let's say that.
PIs, real estate scams, enslaving thousands.
Dang, it's messed up. Valorian, yes, 100% messed up. Dakari King, how's it going? What's up? I haven't seen you in a long time. Dakari King, well, what the heck? Hold on, let me flip the camera. What the heck, Dakari King? What the heck? Trashy, you're a hero. Thank you, Blaze Machine. Thank you very much. We try and get out here and protest Scientology as much as we can. You can see there's somebody sitting at a desk right there soliciting the lady who just walked in that we tried to steer away from Scientology. She went in there. Not what we like to see.
Thank you for keeping tabs on them, Trashy. Thanks for exposing their lies and their abuses. Next, I want to play a little clip from Scientology Geek. Holly Scientology has a new radio program with a new AI hostess. Let's play a little of.
Good morning, listeners, and welcome to 107.5 FM WLRH Lecture Radio. I'm Vivian, the real main character of Holly's story. Jordan needed a little break from last time, so I'm here to host. Shoutouts this week go out to CO Bilf, Powerlize to Paralyze, and a new friend, Amir. From the paperwork my host left, it looks like we're starting today off with Lecture 10, Q&A period, ending in intensive. I don't know why you all do this to yourselves, but to each their own, I guess. Buckle in, sip some coffee, and let's get into it.
All right, you haven't, let's see, what is this? This is the 8th of...
If you want to check the maniacal ramblings of the madman himself, check out Holly Scientology. She's been doing a great job exposing his briefing courses. And you get it for free, guys. It's not going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Your well-being and health and, the price of your soul. All right, check out Holly Scientology. Next, I have a clip from Aaron Smith-Levin. He is with Jenna Miscavige, the niece of David Miscavige, the leader of Scientology, and they break down a story where Jenna was pulled into the Scientology test center. They didn't realize who she was.
Put your photo in every one of those books, which they call the Rogues Gallery, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
They could only get away with doing that if they called you Jennifer Hill. And they might call you Jennifer Hill even if that's not your name anymore.
They can't call her Jenna Miscavige because they can't have anything tied to Miscavige. They don't want Miscavige to be called out for his crimes.
What's that? Or Jenna Hill?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is funny though. I mean, I can tell you I was surprised because you've even been to that location before. We were there together.
Yes, but only really the once. But I did actually live there. So I was excited to go there.
She lived and worked in that building at one point.
Hey, Ron.
Oh,
Why didn't you say it?
Reset. Dang it. Let's go to another spot.
I think they realized that I was filming in the film room. And so they were like, okay, you got to go. I think they have a rule that you can't film because they have all these like TikTokers.
Isn't that hysterical? They pulled her into the Hollywood Test Center. Didn't realize who she was. They quickly got a lesson on who she was. I'm sure they got called into ethics office for that one. What did they do to pull her in? Makes you wonder. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Jenna. I need to remember to add Jenna to my shout out list. All right. Next, we have Club Brain Fog was out in San Francisco, keeping an eye on Scientology there. And she found like 7-story high scaffolding around the entire building. And they had a sign out in Spanish, trying to recruit Spanish speaking people in. Here we go.
Tom Cruise won't come here because it's San Francisco. And
Tom Cruise won't go there because it's San Francisco and he doesn't want to be called gay. Okay. Tom Cruise, get your TRs in.
he doesn't want to be called gay. That's my opinion. So, yeah, no, the way the scaffolding is, it's like major scaffolding. It's 5 stories high. It goes all the
I've been corrected. 5 stories high.
way to the property line on both sides. So it's this because it's a flat iron type building. So
got to keep up Scientology's facade. Can't let that facade have any sort of ding to it. Got to keep the outward appearance look right, because don't want people to see the crumblings and the decay that's on the inside.
And since it's basically falling apart on the outside because the facade is coming off of some pillars and the casings around the windows are rotting because you can see below the paint that is chipped off, that,
Scientology, get with it. You've been doing a crap job of maintaining this beautiful historic building. Thank you, Club Brain Fog, for keeping an eyes on them. Interesting that they're using Spanish to pull people in. And it says, discover the wonder of effective communication here. Welcome. All right. And I only know that because Papa Cat, shout out to Papa Cat, translated it. I don't speak Spanish. Next one from this morning with Liz, Gail. It's a little bit culty podcast, and she talks about her family involvement with Scientology. In this section, she talks about her mother and her brother. Here we go.
And when he was born, again, I think my mom really wanted to be the best Scientology mom she could. She started a whole school. My parents were they had started an actual entire Scientology community in New Hampshire. My brother had just as an intense upbringing, and some stuff happened. We can get into that, whatever. But he was sent to boarding school as a solution to, I guess we'll just get into it. When he was 4, he broke his arm.
4. So right after 4, they sent him away to boarding school. And again, this is a little bit culty podcast with Sarah and Nippy.
The family lore says there was a pony ride or something at a party, and my mom said, get up on the horse. He said, I'm not getting on the horse. If I get on the horse, I'll break my arm. She said, get on the horse. He got on the horse. He fell off. He broke his arm. He went to the hospital. They had to reset him in surgery. And when he came out of surgery, he was not the same. So in Scientology, that means basically that he had a negative recording. The pain, the incident recorded in his subconscious, stored negative energy about it. My mom came to the conclusion that because she was there and she was the one comforting him, her words and her voice were part of his negative energy.
Associate his mom with the negativity. Yeah, maybe because you're the one who made him get on the horse, not because you comforted him.
Trapped negative energy. So later when she would be talking, or she would, I'm trying not to use Scientology words here, but she would basically reignite that. So at some point, my mother came to believe that because of this surgery incident, she, just by existing and parenting, was somehow harming my brother, right? Most likely, when he got hurt, she broke the cardinal rule and she spoke. This is all Scientology thing, but there's things you can do, things you can't do. You're a bad mom if your kid gets hurt and you say words to them. You're not.
Don't comfort your child. Your child just broke his arm. Don't comfort them.
Not supposed to speak. You're not supposed to speak. The idea is that specific words are recorded in our subconscious during times of pain and unconsciousness. So if I stub my toe and someone across, the room says like, I don't know, Jersey cow, totally random. Okay, fine. Then later somebody says Jersey cow when I'm walking down the street and my toe starts hurting. And it's not something that I'm consciously putting together, but it's if you hear specific terms.
I saw the video on this one. Yeah.
It's a really fascinating interview breakdown from Liz Gale and a little bit culty podcast. Keep your eye out on them. Next, I'm gonna check chat real quick, see if everything's going well. What's happening to Coolio? And hi, Rib Guy. How are you this morning? Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Rika. What's going on with Coolio? Oh, he had a friend that joined Scientology. I'm so sorry, Coolio. That's tragic. That's tragic. Okay, I'm not going to read chat right now. I got to keep the show going. So, okay. So, Coolio is not Hispanic. Voice Down Under. Coolio is American, and his mother was Danish, I believe. Swedish. Anyway, next we have Mexican long hair. This is not Scientology related, but he does a lot with the anti-Scientology community. And he caught a traffic stop gone wrong. People were basically pulled over for being African American, if you ask me. Here we go.
So what happened? What did they pull you all over for? Who was driving? Who was driving?
My mom. So did they give you?
What did they pull you over for?
Because the kids was left up. But the other officer told me the truth. He said it wasn't because of the plates. He said it was because he seen me sitting in the park with the kids, and then he was trying to figure out how I got out. So once I got out, he was looking for me to see which way I.
Watching them in the park, watching them leave. As soon as they leave, they get pulled over. They get pulled out of the car. The one woman hurt her arm, all for the crime of, I don't know, being black in America. Here we go.
Went to pull me over to see what we was doing in the park.
That's it?
Yes, that's exactly.
That's why they pulled you over?
Yes. And then he said because the kids was lapped up. Yeah.
Taking children to a park, that's their big crime. They tried to use different excuses. They tried to say at one point, well, we thought we saw a child sitting on the lap of someone while the car was moving. Okay. Loving parents taking their kids to the park is now a crime, guys. Watch out. Thank you, Mexican long hair, for keeping an eye on things. Next, we have Jessica Palmadessa keeping an eye on the Iran protests in West Hollywood. Damn it, reset. Ugh. Well, we'll just go to a random spot and play a little bit. Thank you, Jessica, for keeping an eye out on protesters for all areas in our community. And fuck Donald Trump. Anyway, next we have a clip. I'm not going to play much of this. It's someone who doesn't post a lot. Fairy in the Tat, Tanya. Although it says Tamya on here. Played a short. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. Trigger warning. It is upsetting. It's about unaliving.
Warning, guys. This video that a lady in Iran captured of her own demise, because we can't.
Did I mention fuck Donald Trump? Because that needs to be said again if I did, and if not, I need to say it as often as possible. Fuck Donald Trump.
Say the M word. She was videoing her own demise and didn't even know it. I'm about to show you the video, but warning.
I'm not going to play the video. You'll have to go to Fairy in the Chat, Tanya, and go see it yourself. Moving along, I want to say that the public works calls, a lot of those, if not all of them, are going to be filmed from now on by Ganja Girl. Ganja Girl had taken a break, so I had picked up the reins, but now that she's back in full swing, she's doing it, and I want to share a little clip of her in action on Friday's public works call.
Better? Yes. Okay. So I'm wondering how many times you have to hear people that have been in Scientology tell you over and over what they have experienced. Nora calls in and tells you that she helped lead the Brits. Well, she was part of the RPF, I think, which is like, you've heard about that. I'm not going to waste time on that. But like you've heard Tori has called in and told you about how she was really behind the name change. She did a lot to get the name change. She told you the fraud that was involved in the name change. And she
got to get that name changed from LRH Way back to North Burindo. We should not have a name or street named after a cult leader. He does not deserve that honorarium.
is telling you that it should go back to North Burindo. You had the one that
honor. He does not deserve that honor. Misspeaking.
You read the books, okay? Jesse Mustard. He called in 3-4 times, I think. You have Laura.
Shout out to Jamie Mustard. Shout out to Laura FM and Tori McGoo for calling in. Ganja's just getting her feet back under her with doing the streams, but she's going to be doing the streams. There's a public works call today. And honestly, I'm not sure if I'm doing it yet or Ganja Girl's doing it yet. I texted her last night, but haven't heard back. So check out Ganja Girl's channel. Give her a like and subscribe. She needs watch hours, guys. She's been inactive for a while, so her watch hours are in the toilet. So play one of her playlists as you sleep. Get her watch hours back up, please. And just a reminder, if you're wondering when the next public works call is, go to my page, go to my posts, and it happens to be the first post here is today's public works call. You push the Zoom link, and then once that's open, you can put any name you want. You can say your name is Tom of Tiabopolis. It doesn't matter. And put your hand up. There's a little button with a little hand icon in the bottom center of the screen. Click on that so that they know that you are not just lurking and that you, in fact, want to speak. And you too can, when they call on you, you too can talk and say that you want that name changed, that we should not have a street named after a cult leader. And any participation is welcomed and appreciated. So thank you for that. Next, I want to remind you today is Scooter Report. Scooter's Anti-Cult Report does a weekly recap. And I made this little AI picture for her, by the way, with her 3 cats. And she's our chat mama, so I put that on her shirt. She does an excellent job breaking down the goings on in the community. And give her extra love today, because see this little kitty on the far left, Biscuit? Unfortunately, he passed away just end of last week, and it was really hard. It's really sad. He was still a young kitty, but he had gone septic and had to be put down. And it was a devastating loss for her and her family, as you can imagine it would be. So here is her channel, Scooter's Anti-Cult Report. She is in Toronto, Canada, and she breaks down the community weekly, and she does an excellent job, and she has a lot of content. Give her some watch hours and your support, please, and thank you. Okay, next, just because I want an excuse to bring him up every week, Mark Bunker, and I don't have a clip from him. I'm just showing his channel so that I remind myself to talk about him. Mark Bunker is running for city council in Clearwater, Florida, and we need to get this man elected. This man is the only man in Clearwater running for city council that is willing to speak up about Scientology and to stand up to them. And he is an OG anti-Scientology protester for almost 30 years now, guys, and he's an amazing person, and we need to get him reelected. So please give him watch hours. Please share his channel. Please shout him out. Please do whatever you can to help support him. If you're in the States, you can donate to his campaign. He needs to basically run twice, because the first run is him with a bunch of other people. And then once it gets narrowed down to 2 people, he has to start it like a second campaign, should he make it that far, which, knock on wood, he does. And yeah, I so love Mark Bunker, and he's an amazing person. He's been such a huge component of this community for almost 30 years. So please give him any support you're able to. Next, I have a sad instance in the community. Someone in our community needs help, and so I wanted to show him some love and some support and hopefully get him some help if anyone's able to help. ReggiePei suffered a heart attack, guys. And let's play a little bit of that.
And I wanted to ask the assistance
He just got out of the hospital.
of the general protest community in helping in a fundraiser to help defray my hospital costs, which are astronomical. All I have is Cash App.
Trying to get him to create a GoFundMe so we can contribute there, but he shouts out the numbers for his Cash App, and I'm going to post that later so you can find it. And yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Reggie. We're wishing the best for you. Let's play a second more.
And the number is $D, lowercase r, capital R, E, G, G.
I'm probably going to get a copyright strike for this one.
I-E, then 4 sevens after that. So it's Dr. Reggie 7777 capital D
$Dr. Reggie 7777
lowercase r capital whatever this
He's going to be out protesting as soon as possible. He already has a protest lined up for May. So stay tuned to watch more of Reggie. And let's see if we can't help him raise a little money for his medical bills. And because of that, I am going to be auctioning off a hat, 2 hats actually. I'm going to auction off one of my no ice hats, one of my ice resistance hat, and I am going to auction off a hat of your choosing. So if you want me to make you a hat, we'll start a auction for that where you can bid to win one of my hats, and I can make it with anything you want and any colors you want. So let's say you want a green one with little shamrocks on it, and it just says Fighting Irish on it or Go Celtics. I'll do that. And I'm happy to do it. So let's see if we can't build some support for Reggie. I'm going to check chat real quick. Shouldn't go bankrupt when you have a health emergency. Jennifer says you are not wrong. Healthcare in the USA sucks. Well, part of the problem, I don't want to give away too much of his medical information. Part of the problem is his second heart attack, and the first heart attack took place overseas. So has to pay that, and then now here. So yeah, he's really struggling financially. Cricket says he bids 100 for the Norwegian Red Cap. Cricket, you're so sweet. Took 18 years, Kathy said, to pay off her medical bills. Oh my gosh, Kathy. Yeah, I know. That is really nice, Cricket. Miriam's right. You're going to make me cry, guys. I probably will cry because I got shout outs that I'm going to play next that were really touching. This is one of the big announcements. The other big announcements are, Mark Bunker. And here's one of my shout outs I'm going to play now. From a poet, Brian Lucas featured me on his show. He did a report for college and included me in his report. I'll play a little clip from that.
So this shows, get your attention there. And as you can see, it shows here, Antics of a Mama Squirrel there, the name of the live stream, and then here's that. And then you got, a blank chat because it just started. And then here, the opening sequence signals the beginning of the program. And this is curated clips. Like I said earlier, the community itself sends her different interesting clips of pertaining to yes, your music. That's right. I forgot that. Yeah, you provided
Joe Bananas. Shout out to Joe Bananas for making my intro music for me. And the cute little squirrel, that's from Cricket Cinema.
Antics with her theme music and stuff. So yeah, got distracted there.
He basically goes on to say that my show, the purpose of it is to focus on the health and well-being of the community as a whole, and that I feature everyone despite the drama. And it was really sweet. It was really sweet that he featured me, and it was sweet that he saw that I do have a mission to bring about better health for this community and to build this community and not take it down. And thank you, Brian, for the shout out. Next, I got a shout out. I got a shout out from Miriam too. But this isn't supposed to be a vanity project, but I did want to share Irish's shout out. I meant to lead it in differently. I was going to say how upset Irish made me. She made me cry, but it was happy tears. Here was Irish shouting me out.
I'll look after the drinks, lads. You guys work away and do the dancing. Fantastic, Dusty. Because Antics does the best content.
Shout out to Dusty. Shout out to Lara FM. It's her music playing.
Like our shorts are fantastic. Our lives are fantastic. The daily recaps she does are absolutely belting. In fact, everything Antics does, to be fair, is absolutely top notch. And on top of all of that, she's an absolutely fantastic human as well. So I think there's a lot of people in this community that we're blessed to get to know.
Isn't that sweet? She made me cry. I might cry again. So sweet, shouting me out like that and pouring on so much love for me. I was really touched. One of the reasons I brought up that is because I have a big announcement. I have a big announcement for my channel, guys. There's not going to be any more Wake Up with Morning Antics. I know I've gotten a lot of support, and everyone loves these shows, but I need to find a better balance with my in real life. And, I can't just be pouring my energy into the health of this community without at least pouring in some of that energy into my own health. So yeah, Irish was getting mushy. Yeah. So yeah, that's my big announcement. There's not going to be any more Wake Up with Morning Antics, but I'm not disappearing, guys. I'm changing my time. I can't keep getting up at 5:30 every morning doing these streams, and then the drama really gets to me, and I go back and watch them, and half the time I'm saying, I haven't had coffee, I'm not awake yet, and I'm misspeaking. And so I am going to move my time to 12 noon. And the other big announcement as far as that goes is I'm not going to do a recap show anymore. I'm not going to do the Monday recap and the Friday recap. For one thing, if I move it to 12, that's only a few hours before Scooter Mom does her recap. Why do we need two back-to-back recaps? One of the reasons I was going on so early is to fill in that gap of like our European watchers that are asleep when Scooter Mom does hers. So I thought, well, I'll do one really early, but we don't need two recaps back to back. And I don't need to be busting my ass doing 5 shows a week. She's already got the recap covered, so we don't need a second recap. So what I have decided to do is drop the Monday, Friday shows, drop the recap shows, and just do the Wednesday interviews, and maybe just drop them whenever. It doesn't have to be specifically Wednesday. So basically, just do the Tuesday, Thursday shows at noon. Tuesday is going to be a deep dive into different topics, and Thursday is going to be my look back shows, because I'm really enjoying the look back shows specifically, or particularly. They have been a great little history lesson for me and for the whole community to look back at protesters past and just show a continuity of our movement, and we can all learn and benefit from watching these earlier protest actions. Miriam says quality over quantity. Exactly, Miriam. I can do better if I'm not half asleep when I'm doing them. And because there was a few last week where I'm like, I'm not going to read this article. I'm too tired to read. And I'm messing up my words because I'm not awake yet. And all I want to do is crawl back in bed because I stayed up late working on these things. So this will give me a better work-life balance. And I definitely need that. Yeah, I'm not going away completely, Style. I'm just cutting myself back so I can spend more time and energy on my own health journey. I've been seriously neglecting myself, and I've been really paying the consequences of it. But I really want to bolster this community and bring about better health for this community, and keep people focused on the things that matter in this community, which is supporting each other. We've got a great community here. It's a great movement, and we're making progress. And if we can just stay out of our own damn way and focus on the goal at hand, we'll be better off. So that was my mission, was to get people to focus more on the community. Anyway, that's the whole show today, guys. Big announcements: support Reggie, support Mark Bunker, support Scooter Mom, and you'll see more of me to come. I have an interview scheduled that I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's going to be live yet or recorded, but we'll see. So I'm waiting to hear back from that person. I have to send them some clips and samples of my work. I was like, I'm auditioning for this interview, guys, but it's well worth it. It's well worth it. It's a big name in the community, so I won't say who. So you have that to look forward to. Yeah, still doing interviews, Miriam. Still going to do interviews, still going to do the look backs, still going to do a deep dive. Tomorrow's deep dive, oh, it's a juicy one. But I'm going to do it at 12 noon, my time. So that's 3 o'clock East Coast time. And I believe 1900 in Ireland and 2000, 20 o'clock. I don't know what you say for Western Europe. But I might be wrong about that because of the whole spring ahead thing. It might be 2100. I don't know. But thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for all the love and support. It really means a lot to me. Irish made me cry. Miriam was saying sweet things about me too. And I really value each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. And let's see. Oh, I did want to play. Let's end on something fun. Let's play. Oop, that's not what I meant to press. Let's play a short I did for Irish, and I'm going to get a copyright strike for this one too, but that's okay. I got to go to share screen, don't I? It's not going to work if I don't share screen. All right, share screen. This is a little short I did for Miriam and Irish's protest. Oh, and Miriam, I know you were a little annoyed that I shared it before your stream went live, but it had all of 8 views by the time your protest started, and at least 2 of them, if not more, were just me rewatching it, and I think 2 of them were probably you and Irish watching it, so it only had a couple of eyes on it before, because I set it to go live just minutes before your protest. Here we go.
Er medlem af Scientology. Der må vel være noget at hente, hvis man giver det, når man er rig. Men jeg var selv en gang med Amager. Det var den gang min eks gik fra mig. Du ved den bedste tommet, der opstår. Ingen kunne greje mig som hun. Hver dag, så snart jeg vågnede op, så tænkte jeg på hendes bløde mund. Jeg hørte ordene bag den smil. Det er noget nyt at give dig hen til.
That was a lot of fun to do. I titled it Cult Watch and had the banner say Cult Watch and a tribute to Sean Lonsdale, and then put the anonymous edition at the end and found a Danish song about Scientology, which I was worried for a while might be a pro-Scientology song, so I had to do some research, and I found out no, it is not. But I still don't know what it says. I still don't know what it says. I tried to put it into Google Translate, and it would translate one word and then stop, and the first word is yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, I figured that one out. Thanks, Google Translate. Anyway, check out all the channels I shouted out, and that is the show for today. Oh, I know the other thing I was going to say is stopping doing the Monday Fridays will give me more time to do the shorts that I really enjoy doing. Thanks, guys, for coming. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. Bye.